to share on YouTube. And anyway, I'm just checking. We're going to talk about the the value of gentle structure, things that are in place to help us on the daily. So, daily habits that are sustainable, they sustain you. And so, I just want to say, welcome back to the Threads of Change Spotlight series. And we are on Spotlight number 4. And the title is Gentle Structure, Routines That Steady Without Straining. And so we're going to talk about those grounding habits that keep you steady when life gets really busy, without forcing a strict schedule, without draining your energy, being able to add just a tiny bit of gentle structure into your everyday ups and downs. So, for years, I thought that structure meant really strict schedules. Every hour accounted for, every box checked, always striving to get more done in less time. That was what I was all about for many years. But over time, I noticed something very important, that the most sustainable routines are those that are just gentle anchor points, not really rigid rules and schedules. Those just they just don't work out all the time because life isn't doesn't go by the rules. And if you agree with me, give me a thumbs up. Life doesn't always go by the rules. So in the chat, I'd also like for you to share with me, when you hear the word routine, do you feel comfort or do you feel pressure? Does it give you more pressure or stress when you think about a routine? And so gentle anchors create rhythm without restriction, without guilt, without that cycle of overcommitting and then crashing. I did that a lot towards the end of my I guess professionistic, busy, always going routines that I had going on for so long, and really being in that performance based mentality. And there was a lot of overcommitting and then crashing. And I've learned from my mistakes, and that's why I'm talking to you on these Threads of Change Spotlight series about that idea of always overcommitting, overpromising, or expecting yourself to do more and more. So these gentle anchors that we're going to talk about today are kind of like simple touchstones that you put into your day that are going to make a big difference. And in my self-expansion coaching, we do this during the first couple of weeks when we open the door to self-expansion by setting some routines in place that are going to be supportive, uplifting, and valuable in the long run. So the first one is to consider about a morning stretch, a morning routine that signals to your body that you're awake and you're in the moment. You're not just getting up and doing the same, uh, what do you call it? The same things all the time. Your go-to, you're on autopilot. Doing a morning stretch where you open yourself up to just a little bit of calm and peace and intentional practice. Maybe it looks like a midday pause for you, stopping what you're doing, whether you're at work or at home, and just really focusing on a reset, something that is just going to give you a breath of fresh air in that afternoon slump. And another time that is really valuable is maybe before bed. And I know a lot of times for me, I used to be and it still happens to me sometimes where I get to bed and all of a sudden my brain just starts rolling over all of these things that I either didn't get done or that I have to do the next day. And it really can make it hard for you to either get to sleep or stay to sleep. And so, doing some sort of a reflection before bedtime can be very helpful to kind of close down that mental loop that is going on about the day and about the things that you have coming up that you have to do the next day. And you don't really need to just stop for like a 90 step morning routine. It is just a simple 1 or 2 step habits that you put in place. In my self-expansion coaching, I encourage drinking 8 ounces of water and starting your day with an affirmation song or something. And that just gives your brain and your body a signal that I'm safe, I'm stable, and I'm ready for whatever life brings my way. And I have written a 10 Tranquil Solutions workbook. And in that workbook, we talk about some of the things that high achievers trip over. And two of the things that we tend to trip over are overcommitting, packing too much into your day, and neglecting self care, feeling guilty for pausing or taking time out for yourself. And the gentle structure that we're talking about this evening in this spotlight session solves both of those issues. It keeps you grounded and it keeps you from doing things in a way that continually drain you and where you feel like you just don't have an ounce of energy left. So I want you to chat with me. If you're listening right now or watching the replay, which one of these resonates more with where you are right now? Overcommitting or forgetting to take time to pause? Are either one of those sounding a little familiar? So let's make this more practical now. And I want you to choose one gentle anchor that you can use for each part of your day. In the morning, whatever it is for you, is it something that energizes you first thing in the morning? Is it stretching before you even open your laptop or turn on your phone? Is it getting a glass of water? Is it listening to affirmation songs or something? Think about what can anchor you first thing in the morning. And then in the midday, something that resets you. Stepping outside, walking out on the deck, walking down the steps at work, um, sitting in a porch swing. What is it that can really help you reset midday or in that afternoon slump? Maybe it's drinking water very slowly, praying, breathing, listening to some music, some sort of a midday reset. And then think about the end of the day, something that really grounds you at the end of the day. Maybe you are someone who likes to jot down your blessings for the day or taking 3 to 5 deep breaths before you go to bed. Whatever it is, I want you to share it with us. What is one anchor that you're going to choose to implement this week? Something that really supports you in a positive, um, easy, calm way, not something that you have a hard time getting to every day, something that is so simple and refreshing that you're glad to spend time doing that, just a few minutes. So feel free to share it below, or at least write it down on a sticky note or something to remind yourself to do it more consistently. So let's talk about why this really matters. Why do these anchor moments really matter? These gentle structures that we put in place. And if you think you know why it matters, share it in the comments in the chat below. But small, repeatable actions bring more steadiness into our day. It is it these small structures can tackle even the most ambitious long to-do list. These anchors are not just rituals that you put in place morning, noon, and night, or whenever you feel like is the best time for you to put this ritual into place. These are commitments that you make to yourself. We don't often make commitments to ourselves and stick to them. But when these are practiced continually, they honestly build calm, resilience, and clarity into your daily routine, those daily ups and downs. So I want you to take a few seconds right now and write down what your anchor is and put it on a sticky note or put it in the alarms on your phone so that you are going to be more likely to do it. So maybe it's a sticky note on your desk, on the screen on your computer, on the mirror, on the window where you look out when you wake up in the morning, on your coffee mug. Where is it? Where is the best place for you to put a reminder that invites you to pause intentionally? So we just talked about that gentle structure and how important it is for us. And this is part of what we're going to be talking about and doing in my Clarity Challenge. And it's scheduled for the 23rd of September. And you can find it in the events tab if you're in the Facebook community. And if you're watching from YouTube, I'll put it in the show notes how to access that Clarity Challenge. And it is a completely free 90-minute live reset where we are going to talk all about spotting what drains you with a trigger awareness checklist. We're going to practice some anchor moments in real time. And then you're going to leave with a 7-day micro plan that you can actually do that is going to be freeing. And it is your bridge to building rhythms that truly support you and they don't drain you, strain you. They're things that you look forward to. So if you're interested in that Clarity Challenge, drop the word clarity below, and I'll make sure that you get the link to register so that you can join us for the Clarity Challenge. So here is your next step before we log off today. Use the link below to sign up for Spotlight reminders so that you don't miss a Spotlight session. And each week, I also email those people who are registered for complimentary resources for the Spotlight sessions. So this week's resource is a handout. It's called Gentle Structure, and it has reflection prompts, an affirmation, and a practice that you can use all week long. And I just want you to remember that you do not need rigid routines to thrive. Gentle structures are enough to carry you through with steadiness and grace. And remember this, your peace and purpose grow from the steps you choose. So thank you for being here, and I can't wait to see what anchors that you're going to choose from this chat on gentle structure and to walk with you in the Clarity Challenge if you decide to join us on September 23rd. So thank you very much for being here, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.